I am belongs to Andhra Pradesh. I am belongs to Punur town. My town contains 1 lakh population. Very nice weather here, very cool weather here, very nice culture here. In another way, I am a one and only cartoonist artist in my native town. My impact in surrounding neighbor towns also. I completed my intermediate studies in my town, Basavaraja Junior College. I completed intermediate studies. After I joined my degree studies in Madanapalli BT College beside the Software College. Okay, but in another way, I discontinued my degree studies because with my family problems. In another way, I had a lot of interest at artworks that time also. That time I had a lot of interest at cartoons and writings mostly. I had a lot of interest in creativity, not upon studies. This reason 100% neglected my studies. One of the reason is my family problems. Some reasons I stopped my education, discontinued my degree studies. In another way, I did not stop my learning journey. I tried to develop anything and everything only with my hard practice. I did not take any coaching with any institution. Actually, my interest like my institution. In another way, some of my friends encouraged to me. This reason I make my own identity. My identity of very good artist. Okay. In another way, some persons are unnecessary involvement in my personal life. This reason I faced a lot of struggles in my life. Currently, I am facing a lot of struggles. But in another way, I perfectly understand about life value. I perfectly understand about some life lessons value. So this reason, I every minute try to give most importance to every minute in my life. It's 100% fact. In another way, I try to motivate a lot of youngsters mostly because in their hands a lot of future. Okay. In another way, some youngsters are they make themselves an addiction of surf internet hours and hours in their daily life. That process is waste process. In another way, entertainment process only an ordinary in front of the receiving process, in front of the learning process. Receive means inspiration. Entertainment that is a waste process. That time you disposal like a disposal. Use and throw that time. Entertainment. But inspiration means it's like a stream. Okay. In another way, you try to present anything greatly. You try to present anything greatly. After that is also one of the history. You make anything, you try to learn anything. Every great person in his career starting learners. Any great person did hundreds of the mistake in his career starting. I am also in my artworks mad lines. I started my career with mad lines, mad without maturity. In my English speaking skills, I already explained about my English speaking skills. I started my English journey from zero level. Zero level means only I know about some vocabulary. Only I had vocabulary knowledge in my elementary stage, in my college days also. In center formation, I did hundreds of the mistakes in my college days also. After completing of my college, I focused my interest upon reading. At libraries mostly, I read a lot of magazines, mostly English newspapers like the Times of India, the Hindu newspaper, Deccan Chronicle, in another Illustrated Weekly, Sports Star, and this type of magazines, Frontline, this type of magazines. So I focus on my interest upon 90% interest upon. I try to read a lot of magazines in English only. Only Telugu means I already know about Telugu. This is in another way. I am a very good writer also, children's story writer. So this reason I try to read some books or novels, children's story books, and I matured my knowledge in writing. I am a very good writer also. I did some stories in Telugu, funny stories, children's stories. In another way, I focus on my interest upon cartoons also. I read a lot of cartoons of great cartoonists in our country. I observed a lot of cartoonist line. Line means quality, presentation, expressions. I observe everything about great cartoonists, great artists also because I am a very good presenter also, very good artist also. I completed the whole story of Ramayana with nearly 200 pictures. Some of my cartoons, some persons are they received my cartoons like a presentation items. They already presented my artwork to some officials. They are also praised about my artworks. So this reason I make my own identity not only in my neighborhood, my impact in neighborhoods also. In another way, I received some honor by the officials also. I am a successful person in this process also. English article writer also I am. Okay. Children's story writer I am. In another way, public speaker I am. I recently just conducted 3 classes I have that opportunity also this month or next month exactly. I will participate some seminars. Okay, I try to give myself better suggestion to teachers only. I already conducted 3 classes. Each class contained 15 minutes contains at least 15 minutes. I completed 3 classes already conducted. I have that opportunity this month or next month exactly. I will conduct that some seminars, some classes. My side, I try to give best suggestion to teachers also. Already they completed their graduation, completed their education, their graduation. My graduation is one attended because I already explained about. I discontinue my degree study with my family problems. In another way, I did not discontinue my degree, my interest journey. Upon anything and everything. In another way, my brothers they are well wishers to me. In another way, they encourage to me. Sometimes they try to solve my commercial struggles also. This reason I make my own identity. Another way, I don't waste my time. I don't waste money. I perfectly understand the time value, money value. Okay. So this reason I develop anything and everything. I already started WhatsApp group, Raj English Practice Daily group. This group 42 members here around our country. Currently compared to 6 months before. Some youngsters they speak best and better English now. One of the reason is their interest. The another reason is my cooperation also one of them. Okay, because I spent hours and hours for discuss with my friend because I am also want best and better English speaking skills. In other foreign countries also I have some friend circle. They have any attempt, they try to discuss with me. They raise some doubts in front of me. I am also try to clarify the youngsters that in our country mostly they have any rejected. Okay, everything very good here. So this reason you develop your English speaking. The process very useful to you. One of the plus point also for your best and better career. I am also one of the best example. I develop my communication with around the world, not only around our country. By chance, any chance, exactly, I will participate in seminar in foreign countries also, in America also, in Britain also, Australia also, New Zealand also, Canada also. Don't worry about that. Actually, my mother tongue is Kannada. You know about currently live in Andhra Pradesh. My native language is Telugu. Regional language is Telugu here. But my target language English. Since my childhood, I have a lot of interest in English. So this region, I develop my English speaking skills. One of the reason is my interest. I focused my interest upon English in my elementary days. Also, that time I tried to buy had a dictionary. Dictionary of any person house. After I did not waste 1 minute also, I immediately went and took that dictionary and tried to buy had entire dictionary. This is my interest. Okay, it makes you have a lot of interest. That interest like a institute. After you don't necessary to any institution. My interest like a institution. I am also one of the best example. Okay, this is here you don't waste your time. You have leisure time, you try to discuss with your friends. You allot at least half an hour. You give importance about your mother tongue. In another way, you allot at least half an hour. At 20 minutes, this is your convenient. Half an hour about this is your you have suppose you have leisure time, at least 1 hour. That time you try to discuss with your friends in English only that time. Okay, you try to discuss with your friends upon any topic, not a routine topic. Different topics you try to discuss with your friends. After only within short time you develop your English speaking skills. I have leisure any leisure time. I try to discuss with my friends upon different topics. I don't hear about that. Actually, about movies, about fashion, about technology, about pets, about animals, anything and everything, anything and everything possible for discussion. Okay, at this reason you have in leisure time you try to focus your interest upon your career. I am 100% successful person in my career, 100% failure person in my life. I don't give importance about life because I am an ordinary person. I perfectly understand about my ordinariness. Yes, I am an ordinary person, but my interest is not ordinary, my talent is not ordinary. I try to mature anything and everything only with my hard practice. Okay, anything and everything possible. I'm also best example. In another way, I want some opportunities. Actually, I'm a life sketch artist too. You try to give any opportunity to me. After I am also try to prove what my talent is, what my capacity. We will start a very nice culture. That chance is always in on our hands. I will start any coaching center in English. Not only alone with some person's cooperation. After we build a best and better society. Any person has a lot of interest at English. My side, I try to give best suggestion to the youngsters. Only with a short time. It takes nearly 6 months, at least 6 months. 6 months also only little time in human life. 6 because after entire life, English speaking shows most impact upon our life. Not only you, another person's life also. It shows most impact because entire world connects with depends on English language. This region, I measure my English speaking skills. I sacrificed everything. Believe or not, I don't watch movies, I don't watch television. In 20 years, I watched only two movies only, couple of movies only. The one is Drishyam 3, the other one is Jananayagan, which is Third movie. But in another way, I don't like entertainment. Which I try to receive inspiration with any movie ever. I want inspiration only, not entertainment. This reason, I watch movies in the inspiration way. I don't like entertainment films. Only for my friend, I watched a couple of movies, not for myself. With my friends' pressure, I watch. Totally stopped. I don't watch movies. I don't watch television. In another way, I try to watch TED Talks. I spend at least half an hour. I have any leisure time. That time I watch some motivational videos on TED Talks, TED Talks, and the news channels, English news channels mostly, because my income sources depend on artworks, live sketches, drawings. So this is my pressure. This reason I have any leisure time. Only sometime I try to watch English news channels or TED Talks. Motivational speeches in another way about great artist life histories, videos, audios. For this reason, podcasts. Podcast means I try to observe about culture, tradition around the world. This reason, I'm a successful person in this process. 100% it's fact. You are also you take any process, but you take any process seriously. Okay, but some persons are unnecessary involvement in like me. Some persons are unnecessary involvement in my personal life. This reason I face a lot of struggles in my life. This is common thing here. Only some people have that nature. This region, you are also develop your some persons are in the future also anytime every day. Only some people have that nature, unnecessary involvement in your personal life. At that time you don't give importance about that type of people. Firstly, you focus your interest upon your career. You want you best and better career, so you compulsory to a lot of concentration, a lot of dedication. So some persons unnecessary involvement in it means they try to last your concentration. You perfectly understand that. I am also one of the victim. In another way, I have a lot of awareness also. I have a lot of knowledge also. From zero level, I did not take any coaching with any institution. I now know about some vocabulary some years past. Currently, I speak best and better English without coaching, without training, without guideline, without mentor. Currently, I speak best and better English. I try to discuss with foreigners. So you try to understand about my knowledge. You try to understand about my intelligence. But in another way, I use my intelligence only in the useful way. I don't divert my interest upon anything and everything. I want best and better English speaking skills. I want best and better career. This is the reason I mature my English speaking skills. I sacrificed everything in my life. I am successful person in my career. Some youngsters that they try to receive some inspiration with me. I am also try to motivate a lot of youngsters in our country. This reason my career is already successful. Some persons unnecessary involvement in that in my personal that cheap character, that person character. But I have strong character. With my strong character, I don't fear about any person. Some richest person unnecessary involvement in my personal life. They try to create some struggles in my personal life. In another way, I don't fear about that because I perfectly understand about my value. I have some talent. I try to save that talent. I try to mature that talent. In another way, my talent is inspiration to you everyone. So this reason, success and failure is in our hands. You don't give, but that. But in another way, you focus your interest upon after you unnecessarily lost your concentration. That process is waste process. Firstly, you try to develop your concentration. Concentration plays key role in human life. Dedication plays key role in human life. Okay, some persons are necessary involvement in our life. That process does not useful to you. In another way, that process does create some struggles in your life unnecessarily. This reason, firstly, you mature your knowledge. Firstly, you develop your awareness also, because of different people, different mentalities, different kinds of people here. We try to adjust that only, but without it, you maintain silent. In another way, you give importance about your presentation. I am also follow that process. I don't give importance about public. I honor to everyone. In another way, some person unnecessary involvement in my personal life, I don't take that process like seriously. Currently in my mind any idea, I take that process like seriously. Currently in my hands any situation, I take that process seriously. I draw currently in my hands a lot of opportunities are here. Artworks here, live sketches here, English speaking skills here, motivational speeches here, public speaking here, cartoons here, drawings here, exhibitions here, a lot of opportunities here. a lot of opportunities in my hand. So this reason I focus my interest upon my career. I lost and lost a lot with some unnecessary involvement in my personal life. Totally lost and lost. In other way,